What has this been like, kind of just getting back to maybe some normalcy stuff?
It's a lot different than the normal we're used to. I mean, you keep hearing about the new normal. Um, Outside of that, we just try and try and stay within our circle as much as we can. But at the same time, we've still got to go out and about to get groceries, go do homework, stuff like that. And you know, lucky for us, we got quite a few guys on the team that like to go golf, so that's pretty convenient for us. And then you know, it's been warm enough recently. We've been out at the lake quite a bit too, so I can't complain too much about all that. But it's just nice being able to be back, be around the guys, as much as we can while still being smart.
Talk about, going to the lake and golfing. Just how much is those activities like that, when there are so many restrictions in places for everybody, kind of help you guys stay connected, stay together, like you said, back together?
You know, it is difficult just because we can't really be in a group and go out somewhere, go do something. Like we can't all go out to eat together, stuff like that. So it's like we try and find ways for all of us to stay together, whether that be going for walks. We've gone out. There's been a group of us that have gone out and played. We've probably played over 100 holes of golf this fall semester already, and then just taking guys out to the lake too, stuff like that. I think it's important to be able to kind of keep that social communication up. And there's different ways to go about that, and everybody has their preferred method. But I think we're doing a pretty good job of staying smart, staying distant, while still connecting.
For you personally, the last 6 months, how have you adapted, or I guess dealt with everything personally, just kind of even away from basketball, just kind of figuring out how to move forward and how to not let this get you down or impact you in any way?
It was tough at first. I don't know, I kind of consider myself an outgoing person, so to be able to kind of have who I am personality wise taken away, it was kind of difficult. But then again, it was kind of fortunate that it was summer and I could, escape, go to the lake, go golf, stuff like that. So I've been able to, kind of keep my sanity through that. But man, being back on campus and, having the other 4 years of preseason to compare to this year, it really shows the changes and, how serious we're taking it up here and stuff like that. Uh, but yeah, it's a lot different this year.
You talk about just being back on campus. I've done a couple of stories about the mental aspect of this on college age and high school kids about changing and how much this is the disruption. I mean, let's face it, younger people aren't necessarily impacted by COVID in the same way that we see older populations are more susceptible groups to it. The mental health aspect of it, how important is it just for you to be around people, just being back in an element, like you said, back on campus like this?
I think it's really important, but at the same time, Northwest doesn't have the big family feel that it normally has. Campus feels quiet, it feels solemn, it feels different. Uh, and, I'm fortunate enough to have had 4 years of, being able to walk around campus and kind of just, see it in its glory. And you kind of take it for granted. Then you walk in, you see what the campus is like this year. You feel kind of bad for the, incoming freshmen that haven't gotten the best on-campus experience. And, it used to feel like one huge family. And I'm not saying it doesn't, but it doesn't have that same warm, welcoming feeling that it normally has.
I want to go back to your basketball career just a little bit. Just what has been the best part about everything so far? I mean, obviously it's not over yet, and the way last year ended was nothing that you guys could control. But what do you look back on and say that that's why this has all been worth it?
I think for me, it's seeing all the hard work pay off. You know, you hear it from every program that they work harder than everybody else, but I feel like up here, we truly do as a team. And to see all that hard work pay off for a team over the last 4 years, it was kind of it's kind of gut wrenching how last year ended and seeing all that hard work not get to pay off. Like, you know, it's different. But I just think it's seeing all the hard work that, you get 10, 12, 15 guys putting in, and we all see the reward of it.
I've talked to a lot of coaches too during this time just about building culture, establishing how they want things to go. When you came in under Coach Max, I guess, program and everything. How much did you have to change about you, or were you already kind of down that path of what he was looking for mentally and how you approach the game and being a part of that program?
I think my approach to the game has completely changed. But I think mentally I had, a similar mindset coming in that I still have. Just, you got to work hard and find the positives in it. And, Coach Mac's culture is very easy to step into because you've got 13 other guys doing it the right way. So it just makes it really easy to follow along. And, being a senior this year, it's kind of, it's kind of different because we can't do some of the same stuff we used to, but just kind of stepping up, taking that leadership for the incoming freshmen and seeing them adapt to the culture quickly is pretty cool to see.
You talk about that from that leadership standpoint. Just how do you handle this one? Because this is something that no other senior leadership has ever gone through. I mean, we've never seen a pandemic shut everything down, and we haven't seen it affect college sports like this. I mean, just everything we've talked about. How do you bring this group together, you and the senior class?
It's pretty easy, honestly, because everybody in our locker room wants to play. We had an issue a few weeks ago when we're playing, like trying to play pickup 5 days a week. It's like, we want to play, but we also realize, due to restrictions, we can't play 5 days a week, stuff like that. So I think it's honestly pretty easy because I feel like everybody in our locker room has the same goal. I think it's keeping the positive outlook and, getting everybody to stay on board with our plan and, with preseason the way it is, just keeping everybody on the same page and on the same energy level.
You talk about that positive outlook. So much in social media, everything right now is that negative look of, well, this is gone, we can't do this. How do you personally just keep that kind of the mindset of, hey, things are going to get better, we're going to get a chance to play again?
I'm not gonna lie, it's difficult because when you get on Twitter and you see all the negatives in the world, it's like everybody only wants to put negatives out there. But up here in our little corner in Northwest, we still see positives every day, I feel like. And some days those positives are smaller than others, but you still got to find a positive and keep moving forward. And for us, we're back on campus, we're working out, we expect to have a season this year, and right now that's our biggest positive, and that's what's pushing us.
I'll get you out of here on this question. Once the season does get here, I mean, like we've all seen everything change constantly as it is, but once it does get here, what are you most excited about, just about the season getting here?
I think we've got unfinished business left from last year. You look at it, and man, we were playing some good basketball last year, and I think this year we're going to try and be even better than we were last year. You always got to improve, so I think that's going to be the big. I think that's going to be fun this year, is proving that to everybody just how much better we have gotten.
I guess just one follow-up to that. Usually the question coming off a winning season like that is, how do you stay hungry? But in your case, you guys never had the chance to show on the national tournament what you guys are able to do. Does that kind of keep you guys motivated just because there was no finish? I mean, you guys had the MIAA tournament, but that was it.
Yeah, and it just wasn't the ending we wanted last year. I don't think anybody saw it, and I think we didn't get to say goodbye to our seniors. We didn't get closure on that. So in our minds, we've got a lot to prove this year.
Awesome. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate you doing this.
Thank you very much.